Hello there, my name is Yunita Adiputri. I'm 20 years old and currently a 5th semester student majoring International Relations at Islam dari Surakarta University. In this video, I would like to give you explanation about the roles of the United States government of the Donald Trump era to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic on its countries. So, if you guys wondering, please stay tuned. The growing pandemic status will certainly cause global panic. For example, when the WHO has given a pandemic status to the current situation of coronavirus spreading. On March 11, 2020, WHO has determined the status of a pandemic against COVID-19 disease. COVID-19 is a disease caused by the coronavirus which attacks the respiratory system in humans. The consequences of the coronavirus are, of course, regarding disorders of the respiratory system such as pneumonia or even death. This virus attacks anyone and has a very fast transmission process. Some of the symptoms of the emergence of the coronavirus in humans such as flu, coughing, fever, shortness of breath, and so on. By this, Donald Trump has implemented various policies to tackling the impact of COVID-19 pandemic that occurred in his countries, which occupies as the first position country with the most cases of COVID-19 exposure. These cases has opened the world's eyes because it takes the possibility of global crisis through the United States of America. First, from the social sector, the first policy concerns the lifting of the lockdown status. The reason behind the lifting of the lockdown status is to gradually reduce the economic crisis in the United States through economic activities carried out by the community. Even though the policy of lifting the lockdown status seems to be only to overcome the economic crisis, it is necessary to support social distancing efforts that are enforced around the world. Given that the coronavirus spreading still allows occurring in the second waves, so, Trump's implementation of the policy is carried out by Trump county by county. Second, a free test with the final package will provide 64 million US dollar for indigenous health services of India, 6 million US dollar for veterans, and 1 billion US dollar for national disaster medicine authorities. Furthermore, providing sick leave for 2 weeks and family leaves who are positive for the coronavirus by ensuring their salary coverage. Also, companies where employees who take leave will be given tax credits to help reduce expenses made. Then, the prevention of entry and settlement of immigrants in the United States. Trump's final decision is to suspend immigration is made for people who are looking for a green card within 60 days of the policy being decided. From the economic sector, next, the first policy concerns the disbursement of stimulus funds. On March 27, 2020, Donald Trump signed a stimulus policy package of 32.525 trillion Indonesian rupiah to save the US economy. From this accumulation, 100 billion US dollar for hospitals, 500 billion US dollar for loans from companies in the United States, including airlines, 399 billion US dollar for SME activists, and the remaining intensive for unemployed people in the United States. Second, the provision of 0% income tax for US citizens until the end of 2020. The payment is made by employers or employees who work in the United States. Next, additional funding for SMEs in the United States. On April 23, 2020, through the United States House of Representatives, it was announced that there was an additional fund around 321 billion US dollar. The last sector, from the political sector, the first policy regarding the Defense Production Act for the supply of ventilators was passed on April 2, 2020. This policy was carried out by Trump to reduce the shortage of ventilators in the United States. Remember that there are around 1 million people infected by coronavirus in the United States. Furthermore, the cooperation between the United States and China in overcoming the coronavirus. Given that the relationship between both of them is often tense, starting from China's accusation to members of the United States military until the US responded by calling the coronavirus a Chinese virus. Until the day after the extraordinary G20 leaders meeting on March 26, 2020, the United States' relationship with China softened, and both announced a plan of cooperation. In the process, Xi Jinping also expressed China's readiness to send medical facilities that could help the United States, which was evidenced by delivering 1,000 ventilators from an e-commerce company in China, namely Alibaba, to New York, the United States, on April 4th, 2020. Through this, Trump gave his appreciation to China on April 2, 2020. Although various policies have been pursued by Trump, various criticism by this also go hand in hand. From the Democrat Party, first Joe Biden, as the next president of the United States, considered that Trump was slow to handle the COVID-19 pandemic and blamed Trump for the sanctions imposed on Iran during the current pandemic. Second, Senate Chuck Schumer has argued that Trump's earlier proposed emergency fund of 2.5 billion US dollar was deemed too little and too late. On the other hand, Senator from the Republican Party named Bill Cassidy said that Trump's decision to contain the pandemic was right on the portion. So that's all for my explanation. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to share it to your friends to getting new insight about that. See you on another videos. Bye!